Hello, Northwest Georgia, and welcome to your weather on North Georgia Television. The week-long rain finally ended after some substantial rainfall fell on Saturday, flooding many roads throughout the region. Sunny skies Sunday were much welcomed and will stick around for a little while today before clouds begin moving in this afternoon. But it doesn't look like much chance of rain until midweek. Highs today near 55 and lows overnight around 35. And around the region today, Calhoun was at 34 early this morning. Midday, you'll be looking at 47 and a high of 55 around 4 this afternoon. 34 as well at Chatsworth, 48 at midday, and another high of 55. And 35 in Chickamauga this morning. Midday, look for 47 and up to 55 this afternoon. Cohutta was just above freezing this morning with 33. Expect 46 at noon, and 53 will be your high today. And 34 in Dalton early this morning. You should be up to 47 at noon, and then 54 later this afternoon. Fairmount had 35 this morning. You'll make it up near 50 around noon, and then on up to 55. An early morning temp of 35 in Oglethorpe, 47 for your midday, and 55 for your high. And Lafayette, 35 was the overnight low around 5 this morning, 47 at noon, and 55 later as well. And Ringgold also at 35, 47, and 55 for your temps today. Our 7-day forecast shows no significant rain for a few days. Sunny skies tomorrow morning and then overcast in the afternoon. Highs up around 61. Winds light and variable. We'll get down to near 46 overnight under considerably cloudy skies. Looks like Wednesday will be cloudy with a slight chance of rain shower and highs around 61. Overcast Wednesday night with lows around 48. Then Thursday, cloudy with about 60% chance of occasional rain showers expected, highs around 62, and overnight lows near 50 with a 40% chance of scattered showers. Friday has a good possibility of scattered thunderstorms with highs way up around 66. Storms continue into Friday night and lows only down near 50 again. Saturday, cloudy with occasional rain showers, high 54, cloudy overnight, and we'll be back to winter as temps dip way down into the upper 20s. Sunday intervals of sun and clouds and a high of only 42, partial clearing Sunday night and lows back in the upper 20s. Next Monday, mainly sunny, highs near 45 and lows back down around 28. That's your weather forecast. Whatever the weather, we at North Georgia Television hope you have a blessed and beautiful day. And here are the WDNN area obituaries. Mr. William Durrell Bonner, age 48. William Bonner of Chattanooga passed away on Tuesday, February 19th. Funeral services will be held Monday, February 25th at 1 p.m. at the Greater Park City Baptist Church in Rossville with Reverend James Clark and Reverend Jerry Burse officiating. The family will receive friends at the church 1 hour before the service, the interment at Ringgold Community Cemetery. Mr. Frank Eugene Pack, age 78. Frank Pack of Calhoun died Wednesday, February 20th at Advent Health Gordon Hospital. Services to honor the life of Frank Eugene Pack were held last Saturday, February 23rd at 2 p.m. from the chapel of Max Brannon and Sons Funeral Home with Reverend Tony Angel and Reverend Michael Yancey officiating. Burial followed in New Hope Baptist Church Cemetery. Jennifer Griffith Craig, age 64. Jennifer Craig of Calhoun died at Advent Health Gordon on Thursday, February 21st, following several years of declining health. To honor her wishes, Jennifer's body was cremated. The memorial service for Jennifer Griffith Craig was at Max Brannon and Sons Funeral Home on Sunday. Mr. Gary Gooch Long, age 60. Gary Long died at his home on Wednesday, February 20th. Gary was born in Calhoun, and the funeral service for Gary Long was Sunday at 3 p.m. at Max Brannon and Sons Funeral Home. Burial followed at Fairview Cemetery with Wayne Davis officiating. Jessie Mae Hartley, age 90. Jessie Mae Hartley of Calhoun passed away on Wednesday, February 20th at her residence, surrounded by her loving family. Funeral services for Jessie Mae Hartley were conducted on Saturday, February 23rd from the Chapel of Thomas Funeral Home with Reverend Keith Reed and Reverend Jerry Rice officiating. Interment followed in Fain Cemetery. Mr. Gary Ray Roden, age 68. Gary Roden of Chattanooga passed away Friday, February 22nd at his home. Services were held Sunday at 3 p.m. in the funeral home chapel with Mike Sims officiating. Burial will be held Monday at 12 noon at Lakewood Memory Gardens East. Frances Lavella Davis Ownby, age 94. Frances Lavella of Rossville went home to be with the Lord on Thursday, February 21st. The funeral service will be held at 11 a.m. on Monday, February 25th in the chapel of Wilson and Son Funeral Home, Fort Oglethorpe, with Dr. David Sampson officiating. Interment will follow in Harrison Cemetery. The family will receive friends prior to the service on Monday. John Robert Monroe Jr., age 49. John Monroe Jr. of Hickson passed away unexpectedly at his home on Thursday, February 21st. He proudly served in the U.S. Marine Corps. Funeral services will be Tuesday, February 26th at 11:30 a.m. at Dallas Bay Baptist Church in Hickson, with Pastor Ken Duggan officiating. The family will receive friends Monday, February 25th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. till 8 p.m. Mr. Ciriaco Gonzalez Martinez, Jr., age 22. Ciriaco Martinez of Dalton passed away on Thursday, February 21st. Mass will be held on Wednesday, February 27th at 12 noon at St. Joseph's Catholic Church in Dalton, with Father Duvan Gonzalez officiating. The family will receive friends at Willis Funeral Home on Monday and Tuesday from 4 until 8 p.m. Mr. Joe Howard McAfee, age 47. Joe McAfee of Adairsville, White, Georgia, passed away Wednesday, February 20th. Arrangements will be announced later by Willis Funeral Home of Dalton.
Good morning, North Georgia. I'm Connie Hall Scott, and I will be giving you the news today. Adam and Aaron will be back tomorrow. Before we get to the news, we'd like to thank once again Dalton LED Zone for the great lighting they have provided. We think the set looks great, and we're looking forward to the cost and maintenance savings. And leaders of Georgia's healthcare industry announced their full support of the Patients First Act, SB 106. Healthcare leaders agree that we need a Georgia-centric system that encourages innovation and enhances health outcomes for families, said Governor Kemp. The Patients First Act is a step toward lower insurance premiums, greater accessibility, and better care, no matter your zip code. President and CEO of the Navicent Health said, "We wholeheartedly support SB 106 and the improvements this would make statewide to provide residents access to health care that is equitable, and affordable. The passage of this bill would make it possible to move forward with a waiver that could improve Medicaid coverage for residents, increasing their access to health care services, while also allowing health care providers to recoup many of the losses felt since 2013. The passage of this bill would make it possible to move forward with a waiver that could support the transition from fee-for-service to a fee-for-value framework, thus improving health care outcomes for all Georgia residents. And from President and CEO Grady Health System, waivers will permit Georgia to apply for and receive the flexibility and resources from the federal government that will allow the state to design health care solutions that meet its unique needs. Passing Senate Bill 106 would be a positive step toward improving our health care delivery system and increase access to care for those who need it most. President and CEO, Georgia Hospital Association, also on board, said, "On behalf of our nearly 170 hospital members, the Georgia Hospital Association, or GHA, supports SB 106 and thanks Governor Kemp and Senator Blake Tillery, who is a Republican from Vidalia, for their leadership in helping to ensure access to affordable health insurance for Georgia's patients. GHA understands that an insured patient is a healthier patient because that individual will seek the right care at the right time at the right place. Too often, uninsured and underinsured patients delay care until their illness or injury has progressed to the point that they have no choice other than to seek treatment in an emergency room. We commend Governor Kemp for his efforts to craft a solution to Georgia's uninsured crisis. And CEO of Hometown Health is glad to see an opportunity to bring a creative, innovative approach to healthcare in the patient's first act. And that they look forward to working with Governor Kemp and state agencies to address reforms in healthcare delivery through the waiver process. On a different note, early voting to decide on the $100 million for countywide projects begins today. Early voting for the proposed 6-year, $100 million special purpose local option sales tax, or SPLOST, kicks off today in the Board of Elections office at the Whitfield County Courthouse and continues through Friday, March 15th. You can vote weekdays from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. This proposed SPLOST is over a period of 6 years and estimated to bring in $100 million to fund projects across the county and the cities of Cohutta, Dalton, Tunnel Hill, and Varnell. If approved, the SPLOST would begin on July 1st. The proposed 1% will fall directly on the heels of the previous 1% SPLOST in effect since 2015, of which approximately 40% funded road projects, another 40% went to public safety, and 20% to parks and recreation. The major project is replacing administrative buildings 1 and 2 with a new 2-story taxpayer service building, which will cost $5.7 million, with a drive-through that would house the tax commissioner's office and tax assessor's office, and a new 4-story government services building costing $18.2 million that would house all other county offices other than those related to the judicial system. The buildings would be on the sites of administrative buildings 1 and 2, which are both in downtown Dalton near the courthouse. The county would use $15.8 million of its share of the SPLOST to build a new park and community center on land it owns near Southeast Whitfield High School that would include new athletic fields, a new community center at Westside Park, and renovations to the Dalton-Whitfield County Public Library to complete structural repairs and build an outdoor programming area. The City of Dalton would use $4 million of its share of SPLOST money to construct a new building for the John Davis Recreation Center, $2 million for renovations to the Heritage Point Park that would include 2 full-size soccer fields and a $1.5 million, or would cost $1.5 million to build a walking, biking trail to connect Hague Mill Lake Park to the Crown Mill area just outside of downtown Dalton. Dalton would also spend an estimated $1 million to create a railroad quiet zone an area where trains would no longer blow their whistles as they approach and pass through downtown. This would involve adding signals and gates to street crossings that do not have them and bring existing signals and gates up to higher standards. The City of Varnell would receive nearly $1.2 million, with Tunnel Hill slated for more than $577,000, and Cohutta expected to receive more than $445,000. Those cities would use their funds for sewer expansion, recreation, and new vehicles. There is currently a 4-year SPLOST that expires on June 30th that is on track to collect $64 million. The current SPLOST funded a new emergency radio system for first responders, new fire trucks for both the Dalton and Whitfield Fire Departments, and Hague Mill Lake Park that opened last year, among other projects. We encourage you to vote on the proposed special purpose local option sales tax, SPLOST, as early voting starts today. The special election is Tuesday, March 19th, and polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. In Gordon County, local officials presented reports from the past year and future plans for both the county and the city at the Gordon County Chamber of Commerce's Booster Breakfast. Chamber President Kathy Johnson reviewed some changes going on in the county, including 4 new stores where the old Kmart used to be in the shopping complex on W.L. Bryant Parkway. Looking forward, Johnson introduced a few new businesses that would be joining the area, including Mama Said So, the expansion of the Pets R Us, and the construction of the new Calhoun City Schools Central Office. Representing the city and presenting the state of the city report was Mayor Jimmy Palmer, who has served as mayor for the past 20 years and will be running again in this year's election. Palmer was proud to announce the city has reached a low unemployment rate of 3%, which is the lowest it's been since the year 2000. The mayor was also excited to brag on the city's schools, reminding attendees of the 98% graduation rate and the health care options within city limits. Palmer announced a few upcoming developments, including the potential for GBI headquarters and crime lab coming to Calhoun. Wrapping up the series of presentations was County Commission Chairwoman Becky Hood, who presented the State of the County report. Hood reviews ways that the county had invested back into the community, including the Gordon County Sheriff's Office and Fire Department working with local students, the new animal control facility being opened, and significant events sponsored by E911. Hood recapped current SPLOST projects near completion and stated that some of the county's upcoming SPLOST projects include park improvements, senior center expansions, and fire station renovations. And we'll be right back. Sit tight.
With VidLink, OptiLink's exciting new entertainment platform, you'll have the freedom to stream VidLink content on multiple devices, even when away from home. Plus, with VidLink, you can access the widest array of content on the market. You'll get great features like Restart, Replay, cloud-based DVR storage, all HD programming, and so much more. Contact us today to see how you can get linked to the next big thing in video entertainment.
While the word cancer can strike fear at the deepest level of our souls, in the case of skin cancer, the prognosis is very good. Basal cell and squamous cell carcinomas are the most common and are not normally included in cancer statistics.
Our office specializes in the diagnosis and treatment of skin cancer.
If you're concerned about a mole or freckle that may be changing, give us a call. Most treatments can be performed in our office in about 15 minutes with very little discomfort.
I am Ron McKinney, pastor of Kinsey Drive Baptist Church in Dalton, Georgia. KDBC has been the birthplace of several Christian organizations. It was the birthplace of Christian Heritage School 30 years ago, and through the Academy of Fine Arts, L'Abri Symphonic Orchestra was founded by KDBC members Gene and Betty Lindauer. The ministry of KDBC reaches around the world with the missions of To Every Tribe ministry, and I was a founding member of North Georgia Fellowship of Christian Athletes in 1992. Majesty is the longest running television program on North Georgia television. For 28 years, we have faithfully proclaimed the doctrines of grace, Kinsey Drive Baptist Church welcomes you to visit at 2626 Kinsey Drive on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. Our website is kinseydrivebaptistchurch.com. To God be all the glory.
Hi guys, I'm Frank Pinson. I want you to tune in on these following show times to watch 101 with Frank Pinson. The show is based on people doing great things in and for your community, our community. Now those are doctors, lawyers, students, teachers, anyone doing great things. So guys, you know the motto, don't just be great, always inspire, motivate, and teach others to do the same. Now that is what we do, and I hope you tune in to WDNN TV. Just click on the website, or you can follow it right here, www.thefrankpinson.com, and watch any episode you like. See you soon.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton are proud to serve our communities, providing the products you need plus the personal service you expect from your hometown bank. We offer the latest technology, like customized instant-issue debit cards, InstaPay, and more. And with our experienced First Elite bankers, switching to First Bank has never been easier.
Stop by and see what sets us apart.
First Bank of Calhoun and First Bank of Dalton, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Judy Elliott, inviting you to join me on Lifestyles for Women show on WDNN TV. This year brings exciting new topics that women like to discuss or just know more about. Subjects like ways to look and feel your very best, travel, family, health, and sometimes just fun girl talk. It's always exciting, and we invite your suggestions. Just message me on Facebook at Lifestyles for Women, or for more information or to watch us online, visit WDNNTV.com, Lifestyles for Women.
Hi everyone, I'm Judy Elliott.
I'm Jane Marie Wilson.
And join us for our second season on Southern
Sassy. This season, we are going to do a day in the life of a fireman. We learn how to belly dance and ride horses.
And wear our wedding dresses.
They still fit, by the way.
Only in the front.
So join us for that and much more this season.
Catch us on OptiLink Channel 6
and WDNN Channel 10. Like us on Facebook, because you never know what you're going to find
on Southern Sassy.
Welcome back to local news. At the recent Gordon Chamber breakfast, Gordon County Board of Commissioner Chair Becky Hood gave the 2019 State of the County address. She said she has had the great honor of serving Gordon County since 2007 and the distinct privilege of serving as the chairman since 2013, as well as the wonderful pleasure of serving alongside her fellow commissioners, Vice Chairman Chad Stewart and Commissioners Kevin Cunningham, Norris Sexton, and Bud Owens. On behalf of the board, Hood thanked all of the department heads and their staff for a great job they did in 2018, often going above and beyond their normal duties and getting involved in the community. She addressed current and upcoming projects, saying that they recently met with architects and they are moving forward on the remaining 2012 through 18 projects, including the new health department, Brookshire Park, Senior Citizen Center expansion, and yes, phase 1 of the courthouse project, which is to create a space on the second floor of the government plaza so that work can begin on the courthouse annex afterward. While, she said, they may be busy over the next year with finishing up these projects, they look forward to the recently approved 2018-24 SPLOST projects that include Greenway Trails, Salicoa Beach renovations, a splash pad, a new ball field on the east side of the county, Sugar Valley Fire Station renovations, a multiple purpose agricultural building, and much, much more. Over the last couple of years, Gordon County has experienced positive economic growth. As a result of this growth, the LOST and SPLOST collections from the last 6 months had an increase of over 7% compared to the same time period a year before, and each had an increase of over 14% compared to 2 years ago. Because of this growth, Gordon County was able to roll back the county mileage rate from 9.829 mills to 9.631. While the millage rate has decreased, the county's overall financial net position increased by almost $1.5 million from June 2017 to June 2018, continuing the steady increase each year since 2013. We are beginning to see the signs of growth in the industrial sector as well. Mullinax Truss and other companies such as Mannington, Mohawk, and LG have recently expanded their operations here in Gordon County. Because of this industry growth and 400 business license renewals and over 50 new businesses to open in 2018, Gordon County's unemployment rate dropped to 3% in November 2018. This is the lowest the unemployment rate has been in our area since May of 2000. The growth in the economy and our local industry is coming at the right time for Gordon County. We have recently updated the comprehensive plan and the future land development map for Gordon County, and I believe that this is the right timing and the right season for Gordon County to begin focusing on the future of Gordon County through economic development. The board has enlisted Taylor English Decisions to help orchestrate a plan and to help bring our vision for economic development to life, and they are looking forward to working with them and with members of the community as they launch the Economic Development Initiative. And in early 2018, Believe Greater Dalton partnered with the Downtown Dalton Development Authority on a downtown master planning process through the Georgia Downtown Renaissance Partnership. Faculty and staff of the Carl Vinson Institute of Government at UGA worked for almost a year to develop the plan that represents input from over 1,000 members of our community, and on February 5th, over 300 people attended the public rollout. The master plan focuses on connectivity, housing, business expansion, and entrepreneurship, arts, and community space. Key projects and those that attended left with great enthusiasm and excitement over all the possibilities it presents. In case you missed it, a copy of the plan in its entirety and the recording of the presentation can be found at www.believegreaterdalton.com. The American Red Cross has a severe shortage of type O blood and urges type O donors as well as eligible blood and platelet donors of all blood types to give now to ensure life-saving patient care isn't impacted this winter. Type O blood is the most in-demand blood type, helping patients facing life-threatening conditions and emergencies every day. Type O negative blood can be transfused to patients with any blood type and is what emergency room personnel reach for when there's no time to determine a patient's blood type. Type O positive blood is also especially needed because it is the most transfused blood type and can be given to Rh positive patients of any blood type. Right now, the Red Cross has less than a 3-day supply of most blood types, and blood products are being distributed to hospitals faster than donors are coming in. Recent snowstorms and severe weather in many parts of the country have forced hundreds of blood drive cancellations, causing more than 20,000 blood and platelet donations to go uncollected. Individuals of all blood types, especially type O, are asked to make an appointment to donate blood or platelets by downloading the free American Red Cross Blood Donor app, visiting redcrossblood.org, or calling 1-800-RED-CROSS. That number is 1-800-733-2767. HBO and Red Cross invite Game of Thrones fans to bleed for the throne as part of the partnership. Fans who come to donate blood or platelets with the Red Cross now through March 17th will automatically be entered for a chance to win one of 5 trips to the Season 8 world premiere of Game of Thrones. There is a blood donation opportunity in Calhoun today from 1 to 6 p.m. at First United Methodist Church. Here are some good things. You know what? I think we're going to wrap it up. We are out of time, but thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you tomorrow.